Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. You have found yourself a seated position, one that is both sturdy and comfortable, and your eyes can be either closed or open. If they are open, your gaze is directed softly and clearly downwards. Here you are. You are here. Do you see this? Where is the future? Right here. Where is the past? Right here. Let go of trying to control these things, the future and the past, with your plans, your memories, and just enter this moment where you always already are. And don't worry, you can pick up the past and the future and start worrying about them after this practice. But for now, give yourself the gift of returning to this moment. There's nowhere to go, nothing to do, and no one to become. Completely rest right here. And if you're normal, I'm probably catching you thinking right now, talking to yourself in your head. And if you notice that when you're thinking, you're no longer present, or rather, your attention isn't present because you're back to the plans and the worries and the doubts and the troubles. So instead of just trying to pay attention to this moment as a kind of vague thing, bring your attention to the breath. You can find it anywhere, from the tip of your nose to the lower belly, or anywhere in between. Find this gentle rhythm, this rising and falling, in and out. And see here if you can just watch this breath in the same way you watch waves pass upon the seashore, going in and out, for no purpose other than maybe curiosity. See if you can do this without being distracted by this next thought. And that might be catching you thinking again, but that is okay. It's normal. So, when you notice that you're lost in thought, thinking about your problems, the news, worries, troubles, whatever, just return to the breath, in and out. Come back. Come back to the breath. Come back to this moment. In and out. Remember, we don't have to wait for the mind to stop running, for thoughts to quiet down. Nor are we pushing thoughts away or ignoring them. We notice the breath as thinking happens. We just regard them, our thoughts, like sounds happening outside the window. We remain with breathing in the midst of thought. Simply leave thinking alone. In and out. Wake up. Wake up from thinking. Return to the breath. In and out. What sees the breath? Where are you aware of the breath from? What are you? All right. You can look at the screen. A lot of our troubles come from holding on. If you haven't noticed, life is constantly changing. Nothing is stable, not really. Relationships come and go, money comes and goes, safety comes and goes, your health comes and goes. Everything is just kind of moving always. And this is a real problem for us because we're kind of hoping one day that will stop. Maybe we may know it, but we're kind of in the back of our heads thinking, okay, maybe I can win at the game. I can get everything to be perfectly situated. Then I'll be happy. I think I talked about this yesterday. But, life is, Alan Watts had the best analogy to this. Life is a lot like, in the beginning when we are born, we are kicked off a cliff, a precipice. And we're all falling. And one day we'll hit the ground. And with us, as we're falling, are these big boulders and rocks, big, small rocks, everything. And we are actively trying to hold on to these boulders as they are falling with us, thinking it will provide us safety. But that clinging, that tightness, that contraction makes us feel scared. Makes us feel like strangers, isolated in a world we didn't create. And so practice is a lot about learning how to let these things go, to stop clinging to life. If we place our well-being in things that are always changing, then our well-being is always going to be changing. But if we find well-being in the very nature of existence, which is always changing, then our well-being isn't shaken. But of course, we have to learn to let go, which is why practice is so important. You don't have to cling to life. Because remember, you're falling. We all are. And that may be scary to hear, but it's also important to know. Because with that knowledge, you can really let go and live a life that is free from a constant struggle against ghosts. Thank you for your time today. And as always, without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.